Welcome on our booth in Infocom 2025 in Orlando. Meet the owner of Indigo Production, the person the company who has already several of our units. So welcome, Joe. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, finally, I'm happy we can meet live.
Live, yes, instead of computer.
Yeah, computer, phones, and yes. So it's very nice to meet you finally.
Nice to meet you too as well, Joanne.
First of all, congratulations. You are one of the companies that I work with who's this long in the market. Is that correct? Is it from 1978?
Yep.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Can you tell me, during this time, this times right now, is it more challenging than before, or?
Oh yes, it's definitely more challenging. There's so much, it's moving so fast. You know, things change so quickly. I mean, something you buy today, you go out and look out in the field tomorrow, and there's an upgrade already.
Yeah, it's already old.
Modification, or bigger, or whatever. So yeah, it's a fast-moving field. The video field, it's the fastest growing field right now.
So you have to all the time keep up.
Yes, you have to keep up.
Yeah.
In our field, the mobile trailers, I think I was telling you, we started back in 2006 with the very first 2 mobile trailers we bought. We bought them at LDI, which was here, where Infocom is now. We saw them, and we said, hey, this is the way of the future. Concerts are going to want these on either side of the stage all the time. And so we bought 2, and we rented them out immediately. They were working out very well. We have a clientele in Buffalo called Art Park. It's a summer series that we had those 2 units there for the entire summer for 20 shows.
Wow.
And we would bring them in every week, open them up, set them up, and that was good. And over there you had to worry about wind, and it's in an open area around Niagara Falls area. It's an open area, a lot of wind, a lot of rain, and such. And they proved to work out very well. It's an outdoor event, totally outdoor, and I'll be honest, those we paid off in the first 2.5 years. They were more expensive than your units now.
Okay.
Except maybe your newer. No, well, yeah. They cost $250,000 each.
Wow.
That was Barco that put them out, and they were the first company to do it.
How in which time did they pay it off? You said?
Yeah, 2.5 years.
2.5 years. Oh, that's good information.
Yes. Your unit, the first 2 I bought.
Yes.
The first 2 units I bought purposely to work at a place called Erie County Fair. It's south of Buffalo, and we had been doing it with other trailers, that we have. But I calculated how long it took us to do a build outside. Because we used to build we wanted a bigger screen, so to build a screen big enough to cover their grandstands well, and they kept saying, "Can we make it a little bigger? Can we make it a little bigger?" So yes, we kept doing that, but then it took so many man hours to put up a truss, lifts, motors, build it, and then eventually, after 8 shows, take it all down. All that. So I calculated all the man hours, and I was saving, and all the man hours to load all that in and load it all out. So basically, that used to take about 90 some odd man hours, about 92, 93 man hours.
Okay.
And versus putting up the video walls that we have now on the trailers, that would only take about I'll stretch it, 2 hours to put it up.
With all together.
To be all done, and then about an hour and a half to take it down, pack it up, and leave.
And just one person who just actually brought this trailer, right?
Yeah, one person versus 96 man hours. Yeah.
Man hours, yeah.
So it would take basically, I used to say, okay, 6 hours versus, I think I rounded it off to 96, so I saved 90 man hours.
Yeah.
That every year.
Every year.
So that's when I decided, well, I'm going to look into a bigger unit when you came out with it. And when I saw I saw you advertising it. I said, well, it's time for us to get that unit. So Kathy is the CEO of Indigo. She and I decided that we'll make the investment. And I calculated it that it would take us basically, if we just did the one event that I did the time study on, it would pay for itself in 5 years, just doing that event alone.
Mm-hmm.
But we did many other events.
Exactly.
So if they're paid for already, those two. And I've only had them, 2.5 years, 3 years, whatever. This will be the 3rd year I'm using them out there. Yeah, they'll be paid off. Those two will be paid off. And I'm working on the next three that I just got.
Yeah.
So.
And tell me, did you have any hesitation? Did you worry that we are Polish manufacturer, we are not here? Did you have any doubts about it?
No, I had. It's funny. I had no doubts about the product. I only saw pictures, and so
via the internet, right?
And I knew what it took. Since we had built two, I knew what all the work was that involved engineering-wise. So you showed good pictures of your factory and engineering and what you were doing, and I felt very confident. And then when we got the trailers, when we came to Baltimore to pick them up at the terminal, and we hooked them up with our truck and drove them. The trailers drove really beautifully on the highway, and I was very pleased with that initially right away, how nice they drove. And then when we got to our offices and we put them up, they went up so easy, made a few little mistakes. Got to be careful of the wings and stuff like that. But it went up, we turned it on, beautiful picture. I mean, it was that easy.
That's very nice to hear, and I'm happy that still this distance between us, between the countries, between the continents, but still you got the correct product that you really searched for, right?
I'm very happy with the product.
I'm so happy to hear that.
The people that work with me, the staff of video people, there's only about 5 of us, and they all really enjoy the screen. Once it's up and people see it, they're in awe. I mean, because the people, like at this fair I was saying, they started it, from a real, basically an 8x10, 8x12 screen, 8x14 screen, then a 9x16, and then kept growing. And now we have the 13x24. Yeah. 23, whatever.
We say it
close enough.
Yeah.
And they're extremely pleased with it. I've had, and the tiles that you're using are very good. I'm happy with them. I had put original. In the first ones, I put my tiles in that I had purchased believe it or not, at an auction, and got them at an auction with a 2-year warranty. Believe it or not.
Okay.
So I was confident I'm at least going to be okay. I put them, and they worked really well. They're also 3.9s, just a different company. But the ones that you have in your thing, I like them. I saw them; they're beautiful.
We also think this is really good product for such a solution.
Yes.
It works really well. Really, it's not only our opinion. It's not only your opinion. It's many of the customers. That is why we keep. We keep being close with Unilumin with this series, and we always try to have a good warehouse stock in case something happens, in case somebody wants to extend the screens.
I got you.
Yeah, so we want to keep with this.
I've had a couple little parts that I needed from you. You got them to me. So I was happy.
Also, Unilumin is also hearing our voices. So if something, for example, we need extra spare parts, extra items, they also provide us this. This is really nice cooperation between us as well.
Oh yes.
With this producer. Okay, Joe. One more question I have, several questions I do have is, if you would describe in one sentence, how did the trailers change our trailers? I mean, our trailers, if they changed your work, the way you work on the regular basis.
Well, the way it's changed it is one of the things that I really like about. First of all, I like about the video trailers. It's a one-person operation. You could maybe do it two and be easier, but one person can go and do that. I just recently did a couple of college football games with 2 screens. I, I had somebody bring one, and I brought the other, and I sent them home, and I put them both up, and got them all ready. So in less than 3-4 hours, I was ready. The college was thrilled, but it made my life easy, and it's fun. It's like when you go home and you use your clicker on your TV, and you can do things. Well, now you just go here and it goes up, turns. Oh, it's a fun piece of equipment.
Great, that's good to hear. Fun piece of equipment. That's nice. And can you tell us, because the screens are in many types of the events, from sports, concerts, political governments, university.
We've used it in all facets as you just described, the screens.
And which one would be the most popular? Do you think?
The 2 popular areas are sports. We're in Buffalo, New York, so we have the Buffalo Bills, we have the Buffalo Bisons, we have the soccer team, we have all kinds of different sporting things. But the Buffalo Bills is one of our major clients, and we're constantly doing stuff for them. But also when they're playing out of town.
Okay, you go with them.
No, we play their games outside.
Okay.
And the local, basically the local bars and such, open up the street, and we usually have one on each end of the street.
So you actually bring the stadium into the street.
Exactly. And so that's a really sports is a big area that we use it. Another area that we use it a great deal is in concerts. We usually put one on either side of the stage. That's the most common.
That is why you buy not one but always 2. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because you want to have you want to make it look good too aesthetically.
Yeah.
So and we've had nothing but good luck with that. That's been a real winner, for us. We do a lot of shows with them. We do also built screens. We do all different kinds, but the mobile screens are more than 50% of our revenue as compared to the built screens that we do inside.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's got we do a lot of mobile.
That's good to know.
So we're lucky.
Yeah, I'm happy for you. All right, so your company has been in demanding markets. US market, I would say it's much more demanding than the European. Would you have any piece of advice for European companies to survive in this industry? What would be? You
mean in the idea of utilizing the video trailers?
Yes.
Oh, yes. I mean, do I have any advice? Well, the first thing and the most important thing is to get the people to come and see it. Because if they don't, you could talk about it and send the pictures about it. It doesn't work as well as you have them come and you watch them open it, do the whole thing, and put
do the show.
Yeah, and show you do a presentation for them.
Yeah.
It's quick, so you're ready for it. And you have some good video that they like, that'll impress them, and that way they'll get there's quite a impact. A lot of people have said that to me. Oh, wow, that was amazing, So you do that to get them thing. But once you do one show someplace or 2, you try to get as many of the customers as you think might be interested. Say, hey, come and see what the reaction is to the screens there. And it's really fast to put up. And no one's, you're not a detriment in any way to the event. You're nothing but a positive to the event. And I found out that having the customer there, talking to them seeing it, being a part of it, they are sold on it. Then they wind up selling it to their staffs and to organizations.
I know what you mean. Okay, so that's a good advice. Where to start? For the young companies?
We do have newer company.
We do have a lot of young people which are quitting their job and they are investing in these trailers to start new business.
Oh yeah, I think they'll be successful. I mean, they just gotta just find go to the universities, go to the colleges and that. Go to your governments. Like they're going to have a mayor or whatever. I can't think of who else, but it's a political presentation. You know,
That's
they're
right.
good. They're good places, good sources to, excuse me, to expose your product to, and go to festivals. Europe, you have more festivals probably in Europe than we have here.
That's right.
So go to a festival. We've done a couple even where we joined in with somebody and said, hey, can we bring our product here and let you see it? We've done that,
Oh, really?
just to let them see it, and then we're booked for the next season.
Oh, but you just had to do the first step,
Yeah,
and then.
you got to show them. If they see it, then they're usually sold on it.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't take much more than
So
that.
it's a good advice to make the first step. When you buy it, you do the first step, not you. That's a good one. And yeah, Joe, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, I'm
so
glad.
happy. I'm happy to meet your family, your company, team.
Yeah.
So thank you once again.
Yeah,
And it's a pleasure
great.
to work with
It's
you.
a pleasure to work with you. Thank you.
Thank you.